really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all of season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Deep to begin the game. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and they'll begin the drive at the 20. The shotgun running play call. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going, what we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Takes the handoff. It's Brown. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Snap to the back. Some hard running there through a tackle. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Using his legs on the scramble. Solid tackle, able to get him down.
Well, this is why the offensive coordinator trusts his quarterback on these RPOs. He made the right read, was able to pick up some good yards. Now they have a second down and manageable. Wouldn't be surprised if they run that RPO again.
Empty backfield, offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Here's the point after attempt. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. He hands it off from the gun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also...
Now here he goes. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. They've got him down at the really big gain on that completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, it's Fifita. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Defense is hanging in there. The incompletion makes it third and goal from the 3. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can he make it? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown!
Chris, this is just complete effort by this special teams unit. Every single player true to their assignment, start to finish, end zone to end zone. What a play.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Fifita. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Not much on that play, brought down short. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. It's Washington. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's real in. It's Washington. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Fifita. Close to the tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Bama. The defense produces 6 points.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick 6. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start at the 25. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. To throw, it's Fifita. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pulls it in. It's Washington. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
A new set of downs after that completion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a down. Great play.
That is high awareness for that receiver to know where the sticks were and adjust the route accordingly.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. He takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag now. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The ball is picked off. Not a long return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. The offense will take over from the 29.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
To throw, it's Russell. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to chuck it again. Tries the right with a quick throw, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long Their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him.
Well, you go with dime coverage. Good call by this defense, but it shows you the versatility as well. This quarterback takes off to scramble, and they do a good job of getting out of coverage and keeping him short of that first down mark.
They come up short on the third down completion, and here comes the punt team. And the returner blocked down by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for his big tight end. And he throws his third interception of the day. Powering through a tackle.
Now, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Dropping back. It's Russell. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be second down now.
This is one of the beauties of rushing 3 and dropping 8. Quarterback sits back there and has to find an open receiver. And you've got 8 men in coverage. The quarterback holds the ball and holds the ball and holds the ball. And eventually, even with just 3, eventually they get home and effective.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll give it to the back. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Med kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks left and finds his target there. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
To the air. It's Fifita. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. And the freshman brought down after making an excellent catch. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. And is going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Throws it to the right. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Continues to fight for yards. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. An empty backfield on 2nd and short. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
That's good. Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Back to throw. It's Fifita. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete.
But what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Now they come up 2nd and goal from the 3. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Hands off to the left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This will likely be the last play of the half. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards. Nobody can bring him down. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Fifita. Tries to get it to the running back. And with the catch, it's Washington. A solid gain there, moves the ball out to the 32.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. And the Aggies looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
He's going to take off. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
It's a run to the left. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He breaks free. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Offense will set up on 1st and 10.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up the big game, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage about to snap the ball again.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Scrambles out of bounds to avoid contact. He's going to be short of the marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to throw. It's Russell. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. He'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have 1st and goal.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. The sure hands. It's Wilson. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. The Aggies athletes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Back to throw again. The pass rush closing in. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
With the option keeper here from big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. It reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. Looking to pass. It's Fifita. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That short completion sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive. Over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion. And it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Running with purpose. Across the 30. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. First play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. To throw, it's Fifita. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made at the 23 as they gain some important breathing room.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know if as a play caller you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the Aggies will bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Still no answer for this offense.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead.
The score, Alabama 44, Texas A&M 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The linebacker shifting around now. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play and try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Back to pass. It's Fifita. Short throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a first down. Good job by this defense to keep that clock moving.
Catch made on the out route. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Gets the first and still running. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And they'll use the ground game here. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Bama.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
It's blocked. Still a lot of ball here. Pass midfield. He's past the 30. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play.
I don't know about you, Chris, but didn't it seem that the kicking team just kind of froze after the blocked PAT? It made it a lot easier for the defense once they blocked it to just return it all the way back, and that's 2 points.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Now takes a hit, but lets it fly. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Pressure is coming. And it's incomplete. Tried to lob the ball up there, but doesn't connect.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looking to pass. It's Reed. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Aggies will bring their punt team on the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Alabama offense onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Breaking free at the 35. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, tied. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. On the field to take over. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The pocket breaking down. Almost picked off yet again. He's going to set up third down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Dropping back. It's Fifita. Fires it to the wideout. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Touchdown, Alabama. A huge special teams score. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bringing pressure. He gets loose and able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here.
White 18, Rocky switch. What? Let's go.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Throwing for his running back. And that's interception number 5. Where will this QB get the hook? Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. You come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Back to throw. It's Murphy. That's caught. It's Williams. Impressive spin there. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. They knew they're going to need clutch plays like that, Kirk. This is a battle we expected to come down to the final minutes. It looks like the higher-ranked team's going to dodge the upset and move on.
Yeah, good for them to be able to close this game out. They played very, very well and very deserving. For the loser in this game, still an opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Try to get yourself in position to still make a run at the end of the year. Oh, this defense, if there's any chance of getting back in this game, you can't give up a big gain like this on first down.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Game is clearly wrapped up, with the offense looking to rub it in here in the final minute. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Catch made near the right sideline, but he couldn't keep a foot in bounds. No touchdown. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands and he dropped it. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Fifita. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Breaks into the open. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Bama.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was